It all began under the hot August sun, and it all comes to an end in December as high school football state champions will be crowned this weekend. I'm Brian Parsons in for Bruce. The Virginia High School League will decide state champions in 6 different groups this Saturday, and 2 teams from Hampton Roads are still in the hunt, and neither of those teams are strangers to the bright lights. We begin in 6A, the top group, and the Oscar Smith Tigers out of Chesapeake. Nathan Epstein has that story.
This is what you want to be. You want to be at the state championship game with your team with an opportunity to win it.
Through some of the most improbable finishes and a win over nationally ranked Ocean Lakes, it's Oscar Smith, a perfect 13-0, back in the state championship for the 4th time in the last 8 years.
But we're here to make history. We'll be probably the first team to, win 3 state championships in 6A. So, we got to get after it.
To take their 3rd 6A title, they'll face a 13-1 Westfield team that Coach Richard Morgan says is a lot like his own.
They play great defense. They fly around. They're well coached. They play for each other. They give everything they got on every single play. It's like we're playing ourselves.
The Tigers have experience. 20 players either dressed or played in the 2013 title game when Oscar Smith lost to Centerville.
They know what happened and how badly we played and how not to prepare.
Namely, junior starting quarterback Sean Mitchell.
Last time it was, I was the guy who I had to manage the game. Now I have to be a leader this year.
He's been in that stadium before under different circumstances as a freshman, so I think he'll draw on that experience and it'll make him stronger.
And unlike previous Tiger squads, the 2015 edition won't be led by any 5-star recruits.
Nobody has big-name offers. Nobody has the big-name stars. So that really makes everybody come together as a family.
But they will be driven by the same goal.
When you go through a season and you just fight for everything and you get here, you just want to finish it off with that win. It's everything you play for. It's everything you coach for.
You want to score touchdowns on TV and win a state? Then just do as I tell you to do.
A state championship 48 minutes away. In Chesapeake, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
13-1 Westfield against 13-0 Oscar Smith for the 6A state title. Kickoff set for 4:07 at UVA's Scott Stadium. In 4A, Lake Taylor out of Norfolk will try to make it back-to-back state titles when the undefeated Titans take on undefeated Salem out of Salem. Coach Hank Sawyer will actually be going for his 3rd state title overall. Going back to last year, Lake Taylor has won 28 games in a row and led by Virginia Gatorade Player of the Year Wayne Davis, who is going to Ohio State. Coach Sawyer ready to keep that 4A state title in Norfolk.
We're fortunate and we're glad to be back here. I guess just like last year, over the course of 15 weeks, a lot of things happen. Everybody brings their A game for you. And we wanted to get back to try to defend the title, and we're back and we have the same opponent.
Undefeated Salem from Salem against undefeated Lake Taylor for the 4A state title Saturday at 4:30 at Liberty University's Williams Stadium in Lynchburg.